And I think if I'm being honest too, it makes me really happy because I get such slack racially. Like everybody's just always trying to shit on me about, oh, you're not black or you're not this, whatever. None of that shit really matters. But my big thing is that I never wanted to extort, or excuse me, not extort, exploit my blackness or my family or my friends. Like I've never been the guy that's like, okay, all the black guys get behind me and make me look more black. And that, like, I've just never been that way. And I think at 33 years old, I was making moves based on how other people would perceive me. Oh, they're just going to think I'm only using that to try to prove. And now it's just like, bro, I could give a fuck. My family's black. I'm black. My dad's black. And I love them. And I want y'all to see them. And I don't want to try to hide them because I'm really proud of who I am. So with that being said, yeah, man, we fucking shit up. It was a blast.
It's incredible because you give him publishing. I mean, you
Oh,
literally was teaching him how to do it.
And he still doesn't even fully understand it. And I'm like, don't worry, Daddy. Like, I'm going to teach you everything. Like, you're going to know. And your son is going to know. My little brother is going to know. And the family's going to know. And I hope it doesn't stop here because there's a lot of siblings that I don't talk to. And it's because I didn't give people handouts, or they were just kind of talking shit, or they were just still in that negative space. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care who you are. Like, they say like, oh, family's everything. Like, and it is, and I get that, but it's like, bro, my mother like mentally fucked me up, bro. Like, so bad. Which she actually didn't, but the things that she put me through were just insane. Like, I'd walk in the living room, and she's wailing over like 3 graves that she made, and she's like, I'm having a funeral for my aborted children. Like, crazy shit. Like, wild. Yeah, my mom, she was like super into Jesus, but she was the type to be like, don't you ever take the Lord's name in vain. God damn it, you motherfucker. Like, that was my mom. And I say none of this to bash her. I say none of this to bash my family. I'm just telling y'all the truth. And the funny thing is, a lot of the times what I've heard from family is like, why you gonna put our business out there? Why you gonna say that I did that? And it's like, why'd you do it?
Mm-hmm.
That's the real question. Why did you do that to a little boy? Why did you know what I'm saying? Like, why was I beaten? Why was I drugged? Why was I treated like shit? Oh, I don't know. Why did my mom split my fucking stepdad's head open? His fucking brains were like wild shit. Yeah, like, why did I have to witness my mother get pulled down the stairs naked and bleeding by the police? Why did I have to? I mean, I could go on and on, bro, of the stuff that I've been through. And instead of holding animosity and anger towards these people, I just step back and I go, I'm just going to tell my story and understand that a lot of these people were broken and hurt. And all I can do is send them my love. That's it. And I've tried to talk to my mother over the years, over the last decade plus. And there's, every time I do, like, somebody's like, don't do it, Bob. A brother, a sister. It's like, she's still fucking wild. She's hurt. She's crazy. She's going through a lot. And a year ago, I was like, fuck that, man. I want to talk to my mom. I want to talk to her, and I want to try to find a good ground. And so I asked my brother, I said, man, can you tell Mom I really want to talk to her? And he said, okay. And he calls me the next day, and he goes, Mom said if you want to talk to her, you can write her a letter. I said, what the fuck is this, 1872?
Yeah.
Goddamn. And yeah, so that's just the type of person.
So she knows your success and everything. She's capable of understanding.
Yeah, she knows, but I don't think she knows truly to the extent, but I think she knows what's up.
So she didn't even want to talk to you. She said, write her a letter.
Yeah.
And does she live somewhere in that area where you
she's
grew
in
up?
Maryland, yeah. She's where I grew up. It's crazy, man. It's wild. But once again, this is
Who
a
does
hurt
she
person.
talk to? Your family-wise?
No, just mainly just my brother Jesse will talk to her. But nobody really talks to her, like, because she likes to end relationships before someone else can. You know what I mean? And that's what hurt people do as well. So but she's been through a lot, man. But the only unfortunate thing about my mother is like the shit that she would tell me. You know, I'm like 6, and she goes, when a man rapes you, I'm like, what? Not if. Like, she's like, when he rapes you, as he's entering you, you have to scream as loud as you can that you have AIDS, and then maybe he'll stop. And I'm just like, bitch, can I finish watching SpongeBob? What the fuck? Like, in my mind, I'm like, this is crazy. Yeah. Oh, dude. I mean, she told me about 7 or 8 years old how she was held down by 2 men and sodomized as a butcher knife was over a stove until it was piercing red, hot red, and they held it to her neck and took turns and all this shit. And I'm like 8. Wild shit, bro. And this is just like the surface. You know what I'm saying? So
Jesus Christ.
yeah, so it's crazy, actually.
We just lost Pepsi as a sponsor.
That's funny.
I'm so sorry. It's just like
No, I'm not. I'm not sorry because I don't know how the hell I'm here. A lot of people ask me how. I'm like, I don't fucking know, but I don't need to know. That's the other thing. I don't need to know.
you come out insane. Like, what a winner.
Yeah, but most people don't know that.
I
They just
know.
see Logic, the rapper, who always talks about being black, and but they don't know my story. And the funny thing is I've just been sitting here trying to tell them my story, but they don't want to listen. So I'm like, cool, don't listen. I'm going to talk to the people who do want to listen and just focus on positivity. That's my biggest thing.
I understand why you'd want to do that now.
Mhm.
And you know, your mother, I hope she gets help. Because I
Yeah.
have people in my family that have their own issues, but not like that. Your mother has seen the darkest of this planet.
No, for sure. And that's just that's just the surface, which is crazy. You know? So when I think about my childhood and I think about how abused I was, I look at my son who fills me with just joy, and I'm like, how could anybody have done what happened to me to a child like this? I could never do that to my little 3-year-old boy or have him experience those things. It's really it's actually really beautiful because it lets me know that I'm a good dad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a good dad. I'm fucking killing it. You know, I don't got it all figured out. I'm not perfect. I will fail. I will fuck up. I will fall down. Just like every great father before me. You know? So I look at that and it makes me really happy. My little boy and my wife and my relationship with my wife. And, you know, I'm lucky enough to have found an amazing woman who knows me. And I don't need anybody else to know me. It's just her. You know what I mean? I think that's one thing that's really been weird traversing this next chapter in my life, because this is more than rap. I'm always going to do rap. I love rap. But this right here is my future. Like, doing podcasts, being a personality, being myself, being, you know, whether it's film, television, this, that, whether it's my own podcast, like, which I want to do. That's my future. And by doing that, I'm also realizing that, you know, all the years that I was doing music, it was, oh, his music's lame, his music, da-da-da. There's a lot of people who loved it, but what I'm saying is the critique was always about the music. And now that I'm coming out as a person and kind of saying, hey, world, this is deeper than just the music, because as I'm getting older, I'm like, I don't want to rap forever. I will rap, and I love it, but I don't want that to be the bread and butter. I'd rather use this than slaving away and on, you know, doing all this stuff. And now I'm just starting to see that it's not really about the music anymore. Now any critique I get is actually about me personally. So by people who don't know me, never shook in my hand a day in the life. So I'm like navigating that in real time. And I'm actually also being very open and honest and vulnerable about it. And a lot of people will be like, oh, it's clearly getting to him or da-da-da or whatever. And it's like, no, it really did get to me. And I'm figuring out how to navigate that, because at the end of the day, the biggest thing I've learned is not everybody's going to like you. And it's okay that it hurts when people say negative shit. Like, I used to get so angry at myself when it hurt when somebody goes, oh, you're not this, or you're that, or you're da-da-da. And I was like, why does it hurt? And then I woke up one day, I was like, bro, it hurts because you're a sensitive, emotional human being. It is okay that it hurts, but what you are in control of, Bobby, is how long you let it hurt and how much you let it hurt you. And when I realized that, now if I so happen to, because I'm not on the internet either, so if I so happen to come across a comment or hear somebody said something negative about me, now it's just more like, oh, well, fuck them. That's it.
You're not on the internet. What do you mean you don't ever look at shit?
Yeah, I haven't been on the internet in 5 years. But it's funny, though, because...
But you're on the gram.
No, I'm not. My team is on the gram.
Okay, that's not you.
It's not me, no.
Wow.
But it comes from me. So what I do is I have a thread, and I send a video, I send a picture, and I say, here's the caption, and then that's it. And then occasionally, mainly on TikTok, I'll go into some of the comments and respond to fans and stuff like that. So, and sometimes Twitter, but I'll like consciously go out of my way to be like, I'm not looking at any of that other stuff. I'm just here to serve the fan who loves me and appreciates me. So I'm going to respond to them and focus on that. Because it's inherent in us to focus on the negativity. And I think I did that for a long time. And that's honestly why I've been talking about it so much in different podcasts and in general, because this world that we're living in, it's not just the 1%. It's not just the famous people that are getting shit on the internet all the time. It's like faceless, nameless people that are lashing out and reaching out to anybody that they can connect with and try to hurt because they themselves have been hurt or are hurting. And so the fact that I know this and I realize that, I love to do take the time and due diligence to let people know, like, you're not alone. Look at me. Oh, excuse me. Goddamn, sound like thunder. Sound like fucking Raiden from Mortal Kombat. It's like, look at me.
Deep cut.
You're not alone. I go through shit too, but I think the difference between me and 99% of other people and rappers in the spotlight is I'm not scared to talk about it. I've talked about getting molested. I talked about experimenting when I was 12 years old, jerked my friend off. He jerked me off. And then I was like, yeah, you know what? I like girls. I knew it. You know, these different things about finding yourself as in adolescence and all that. Like, I used to be so terrified to talk about it. And now I'm happy as ever to be myself.
You're an open book.
I try to be, yeah.
You really are, bro.
Thank you.
If this means anything to you, I want to let you know I never hear negativity about you.
I never hear it either.
I know you're not, but I hear that you're one of the dopest lyricists.
Thank you.
Bars for years.
Appreciate that.
The music is hype. Like, out of the new class, I always hear that, like, you're top of the fucking heap.
I am.
Yeah.
And I'm treated as such, and my tours sell as such, and my music does what it does.
So I don't hear this, like, half, Oreo cookie or hack rapper. I never hear any of that shit.
Yeah, it's because
I have heard that about some people I'm not going to name.
No, it's a loud minority. So it's a loud minority. That's really all it is. It's a talking point. I'm so polarizing. Like a buddy of mine told me yesterday that everybody on the internet right now is really mad that I said the word nigga with my dad. So I'm like, with my dad. That's how I speak, bro.
By the way, you said two right on this pod.
Yeah,
so
I did. Boom.
Bam.
Bam.
But it's up to,
No, I don't give a fuck. This is who I am. This is what it is. I'm not an idiot. It's
Are
like
you
I'm
51%? That's the question. We need to know.
I am 100% half black.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I am 100%, 50%. But it's just so funny because it's like I'm in a video with my father.
Yeah.
And like, that's how my dad talks to me. That's how I talk to my dad. That's how my brothers talk to me. That's how I grew up. That just is what it is. And then I guess people on the internet were upset that I'm in a video with my black father using this word, and they're angry. And everybody has an opinion about it.
What were they saying? Your dad, because I'm Philly, your dad's Baltimore.
Actually, he was born in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, your dad's an OG.
Yeah.
He's a homie. Like, he smoked?
Yeah.
Hit the Newports?
Yes.
Crushed the menthol?
Not the crush, but he's
what's up. Okay,
he's
so
on the ports.
I know your pops. You know what I mean? I grew up with people like your pops. So you're on there, you're chopping it up, and people are now coming for you.
Yeah, but it's like, you got to understand, bro. It's like, what are you going to cancel me for being black?
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Like, you can't cancel me for being black.
Yo, bro.
I'm just being real. But it's like,
hunting.
Yeah, but
bro,
whatever.
Let me ask you a question, because